Hello YouTube, Atlanta to Dallas Aviation here, and with another unveiling video. I believe this is number 41, if not it's number 42. This is the rest of the March releases. I think they're March. At least March for Gemini jets, and then another one from NG Models that may or may not be March, since they can't seem to keep on their schedule. I don't remember when the model I'm going to show you was actually announced for, but we do have that, and this is sort of part 2 of the last video that I did, just because I only have 30 minutes because I only do these one take videos. B, because I don't have a lot of extra money currently coming in to be able to buy the volume of models that I had become accustomed to. So I'm trying to make it stretch a little bit. But that doesn't mean I'm going to just do an unveiling video for one aircraft, unless it's a 200 aircraft or something particularly special and I only ordered one model. So there'll be at least 2, maybe 3, maybe even up to 4 in my unveilings for a while. So anyway, enough of that. You want to see the models that I got, and a very short review of each of them. So with that said, we are going to start with the one NG model that I have for the video today. And this is the Boeing 737 MAX 10. Of course, it is not in passenger service yet. MAX 10, along with the MAX 7, are delayed in getting certified, and who knows how long it's going to take for them to get certified. But anyway, this aircraft does exist. It's just with Boeing right now doing whatever Boeing tests and things that they do. But this aircraft does exist, and its registration is November 27753. I haven't seen a lot of pictures of it online, but I have seen that the registration does exist. It's depending on how you look at it, it could be a fantasy model, it could be actually real, but it's just not in passenger service yet. Alright, so this is, I'll take a look here at the box. We'll get to the item number here in just a minute. This is kind of what the box looks like. And then the back side has the number that we can actually read real well. Alright, item number 90001 is the item number for the United Boeing 737 MAX 10. Alright, so we'll take the box away and we will bring in the model. What I didn't do, however, is I forgot to bring my sheet that has the extra information on it, so I'm going to have to step away from the camera here for a second and find that. But I'll give you a look at this model while I'm retrieving my extra information sheet. Alright, extra information sheet has been retrieved. Alright, but first I got to get this turntable going. Alright, let's see if that puts it on the slow. I think I got it on the slow. I think that's about as slow as it goes, so the turntable will stay turning for the rest of the video, since it's just too hard to make sure I get it on slow. Anyway, alright, so while that's turning, the United, like I said, is not yet delivered, but it is currently about a year and a half old. It is powered by two CFMI LEAP-1B engines, and I was unable to find anything that says what the configuration, seating configuration is going to be, but apparently there's going to be an international seating capacity and a transcontinental or just domestic seating arrangement. So it does look like there's going to be a version with maybe 3 classes, maybe 4 classes, and then the domestic will either be 2 or 3 different classes. And when I say 3 classes, I mean that there'll be a domestic first class, some premium economy, and then regular economy. So I see that as 3 different classes. So it could actually be 4 classes for whichever ones are going to be flying short international routes, and other ones, and domestic for ones that are doing transcon or maybe even out to Hawaii. Alright, so that's what we've got for this one. Oops. Let me get the, I am so sorry. I need to get this back down to, oh, I remember what I was doing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember how I did this on the last video. All right, so we'll do the close-up still look at these once I go through all the aircraft. So, all right, so that was the Max 8. I'm sorry, Max 10. And then on deck we have the Gemini Jets 737-800 in the Southwest Special Livery Tail of Nevada 1. All right, and this is pretty much the standard Southwest Gemini box, where there's no way to open the front or anything like that. So that's kind of what the box looks like. This item number there is Golf Juliet Sierra Whiskey Alpha 2246. Alrighty. So that's just the really fascinating box. And what wasn't on the box was the aircraft number. So the registration for this one, if I can read it, is November 8646 Bravo. I believe that's what it says. All right. All right, and as you can see, there's not a ton of wing flex here. Actually, let me get down lower. We can probably kind of tell. Yeah, this wing flex is pretty good. I still think the split scimitars, at least the top one, is a little bit large and a little bit long. And as we all kind of know, this mold isn't the best, but it looks pretty good. And it was until Jim and I raised their prices recently. These were cheaper by, you know, a good couple of dollars over NG, but now that they've raised the price and NG hasn't quite done that yet, then Gemini Jets JC wings are about the same price as NG is, so sort of hard to sell an inferior mold at the same price when you could potentially get another one. However, NG has not made this this special livery, and there's never any guarantee that they're going to. So if you want this livery, you might want to go ahead and get the Gemini version. Alright, so with that said, our extra information here is that this aircraft was delivered to Southwest on the 22nd of August 2014. Based on first flight, the airframe is approximately 9.8 years old, and it is currently active. It is powered by two CFM56-7 Bravo 27 Echoes. And again, basically the generic CFM56, and then the part that is after the dash just kind of tells you what model it is. So, and then, and like with all Southwest, it's, at least currently, it's all economy, and it seats 175 passengers. All right. So that is it for that one. And the last model I have for you before we take a closer look is this big boy. We got one big boy here for you. The 777-300ER in British Airways livery. Union Jack, I guess, or Chatham Dockyards. I don't know. Anyway, ask one of our British or English, if you will, YouTubers. That they probably know what exactly the correct pronunciation of that is. All right, and here is this basically the standard Gemini Jets box. All right, and before I open the flap, here is the item number. Golf Juliet Bravo Alpha Whiskey 2118. And then this one does have, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this right for you. Okay, hopefully you can see that. And this this registration is Golf Dash Sierra Tango Bravo Hotel. All right, so enough with the box. Let's bring this big boy in. This one's so big, I may have to stay zoomed out. Yeah, I might be able to get a little bit closer, but not much. Alright. I think that's going to have to do... Uh-oh. Ah, shoot. Alright. Get that back to... Alright, so while that's doing its thing, the extra information I have on this one is that it was delivered to British Airways on the 20th of October in 2013, and based on first flight, the airframe is approximately 10.6 years old, and it is currently active. It's powered by two GE90-115 Bravos. So GE90s, its seating configuration is 8 first class, 76 business class, 40 premium economy, and 130 regular economy. And alright, now it's time to get closer looks at these models. Alright, that's probably as close as I'm going to get. Alright, so just it's the usual stuff. I'm not really going to point anything out. I'm just going to do a slow pan so you can get kind of the close look at it. That nose gear is bothering me. It looks a little bit high to me, which would be strange because this is probably arguably the best mold, just not just the mold, but you know, landing gear and everything. It would be, I would be surprised if for some reason they lengthened the nose gear on this one. But it doesn't really seem completely right to me. There's our starboard side GE90, our triple bogey main landing gear. And the wingtip that you can't really make out because the camera's not focused on the wingtip, but it's a straight, I think that's the right word, straight wingtip. And you can see the registration there. And then we move up a little bit to get all the tail. Oops. Here's the tail and horizontal stabilizers. And then a well done, which you can't quite see, well done APU section in the back. Alright, so that's our static look. Okay, I do not know why it has unfocused. Alright, we will take this one out and bring in Southwest again. Yeah. Yeah, okay, it doesn't. This should focus. Sorry about that, guys and girls, if there's any girls watching. There you go, Nevada 1 there at the nose, the R1 door, and then the artsy part of the Nevada flag, Battleborn, overwing exits, the slightly oversized split scimitars, and there is the registration, which I still can't really see because I got a really small view screen here. And then the Southwest tail, this is still the heart tail, but this is the heart tail that's used on special livery planes and not on the normal ones. All right. I would say overall, it doesn't look too bad. When I look at the model itself, the window line doesn't seem too bad, but the window line looked high to me. So that's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure that's high, and that's what Panda models often has a problem with, printing window lines too high. And then at least on this side, the cockpit windows actually look properly placed. So that's nice. All right. So we are done with that one. And we have one more to bring in. Oh, oops. We're looking at the starboard side on all of these. All right. Start in the front here. Looking really nice. I don't remember what their slogan is. Connecting passengers, uniting the world, I think. You probably can't read that, but it basically is underneath the Star Alliance logo and just forward of the R1 door. And then you've got some of the registration, and I believe maybe it says ETOPS, but I can't see it in person or on the screen. We got our nice United titles there. Our starboard side CFM 56 engine. a window line that appears to be in the right place. And the door plug there just behind the, so you got the split wingtip here, and then door plug. Actually, that might not be a door plug. On this aircraft, there might actually be enough people on the plane that that's not just a door plug, but at the same time, it does have 2 overwing exits, so I can't be absolutely positive that that's just a door plug. And then your registration there above the very rear passenger windows. And then the Evo blue globe there. And what you can't quite see, but a very well done APU, which is at the very end of the fuselage. It's kind of that way on the next generation 737s, but it's not pointy. It doesn't come to an end with the APU. So that's a little bit different design. But anyway, that will do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. If you have liked several of my videos, please also consider subscribing to the channel and sharing any of them if you feel like you want to share those with friends. And as always, I always love reading your comments, especially if you have the same models I have and you have the same or differing opinions of them as I do. So please leave your comments. I'd love to read any comments you have. And with that said, I will see you in the next video, and happy collecting.